Photosynthesis. Overview and explanation for formula. The formula for photosynthesis is C6O2 plus H2O. C6H12 plus 6O2. This means that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water combine and have a product of 6 glucose molecules, 12 hydrogen molecules, and 6 molecules of oxygen. 2. Process. Carbon dioxide is found in the atmosphere and created through cellular respiration as well as water thaws and volcano eruptions. The carbon dioxide enters the leaf through tiny holes called stomata via diffusion, where a higher concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere enters the lower concentration of the plant cell. These cell walls are not solid and are permeable. This is how CO2 enters the plant cell. Light reactions. The light reaction converts light energy into chemical energy. Light comes from the sun and absorbed by plants. It reaches the thylakoids found in the chloroplast. These thylakoids are stacked discs that create cellular energy. CO2 reaches the thylakoids via diffusion. The products of this reaction are light and water. The products are NADPH molecules. This process takes on thyroid, the CO2 that enters the membrane. Once the chloroplast, the CO2 taken through a system of enzymes to find a final product. The system starts with photosynthesis 2, which is where the system absorbs light energy and then uses to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. As soon as the oxygen is split apart, the oxygen is kicked out of the cell and taken by humans. Next, the energy from the hydrogen pump is the positive ions get kicked into the middle of the thyroid. Step 3 is when the ions lose energy after pumping and gets moved to photosystem 1. This is where the electrons are re-energized. The final step of this process is when the ions are taken by a protein complex that uses the high energy electrons to create NADPH, this product of light reaction. Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle occurs in the stroma of a chloroplast. The stroma is the colorless fluids surrounding the grana in the chloroplast. The reaction of the Calvin cycle are NADPH and ATP. NADPH along with ATP are used to reduce CO2. AUBP collects CO2. Once collected, the carbon dioxide is taken through a series of enzymes. The NADPH and ATP get collected into the carbon sugar called G3P. This happens again. The final steps of the Calvin cycle is to add them together and create glucose.